Oh, back to recording. Sorry, I apologize. My phone, I'm recording on my phone and somebody called and then it stopped my damn camera. But okay, so this is her relationship with Diddy. Part two, relationship with Diddy. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. So there were some changes being made. So however they were before, it wasn't going to be that way. So if they were apart, maybe they were going to try to be together. Maybe she wanted to get back with him. Because we had the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups in reverse upright is like you're moving forward onto something else. You don't feel like you can grow where you were, so you're moving on. It's kind of bittersweet. Like you're not upset about it. You just stacked your cups so neatly, and you're just ready to move on. In reverse, it's like you're not ready to move on, and it's probably like, I know that I should or shouldn't go back, but I'm going to go back anyway. So maybe, the relationship was, she felt like they could get back together. But there is an energy of her going back to something. Or Diddy could have came back to her. He is a water sign. He's a Scorpio. So, or came back to her. It doesn't necessarily mean they had to build a relationship. But however it was prior, it's different. It's going to be different. Then we have the Tower. So something happened very suddenly, which is very interesting and suspect. So something happened very suddenly after this decision was made. Or, um, yeah, something happened very suddenly, very unexpectedly when he decided to go back. So this could also be where Diddy kind of fell apart all of a sudden. Like we were just, we just made a decision to blah, blah, blah. And, or, and this wasn't something that the public knew about. Because remember, she had the Ace of Swords in reverse. So she didn't really portray a lot of her personal life to the public. They didn't know. And so it could have been where the relationship was, we were, trying to patch things up or get, back together. I didn't hear that they had any issues, but you never know. Um, and then all of a sudden this happened. This is Diddy being literally tore apart. Or, their relationship, it just all crumbled. Like whatever happy stuff was going on is gone. So, and then we have the Ace of Cups here next to it. So there was some new love brewing between them. So I do feel like her relationship with him was, they could have been talking about getting back together. I think he was around the residence the day of her passing. So they could have been, talking about some major changes, and, you know, it could have been something like that. I know the energy is definitely not leaving each other, but bringing it back together. And then boom, this happens. And it's like, we were just about to start something. I don't know if she was pregnant, because I did see abdomen digestive system in her sixth house. So I don't know if her and Diddy got back together real quick after the Cassie situation and she got pregnant. I have no clue. But this can also represent a child or just a new opportunity for love. So I don't see where, yeah. So that could have been, yeah. So I'm gonna leave it as that. I'm gonna leave it as that. Like, did he feel? I mean, I just feel like it was like, now in our world. You see how these two people are falling out of the tower? It's like we just, we together. We talking. We making things work. They had the Wheel of Fortune, and then this happens, and then the Ace of Cups is still here. It was here. So you never know with Diddy. You never know, because sometimes, Kim always came in between girlfriends. She always came back. He always brought her back in between girlfriends. So I don't know. You never know. And always made babies with her. So moving on to how she could have passed, and this is my last part of the reading. How she could have passed. We have the Empress. Didn't I say she could have been pregnant? She could have been pregnant. She could have been pregnant, or a woman could have been around her or involved. I don't know how. But Lord, this woman could have been pregnant. With the Ten of Cups, family, family. Or she could have. So this has something to do with her passing. This, first of all, because I asked how did she pass, or like, and this is what Spirit is bringing up, her and her family. The Hangman. Somebody was not very happy about this. Somebody was not very happy. It's like, this is all like nice and cute, but then there's a Hangman here like, hold up. Hold up. I don't feel like. Then we have the Judgment card, and here we go. That's when her decision came in. So, listen. She could have been pregnant, or it could have been another woman, and that interrupted her family situation, and it had to be a pause for the cause, and she decided to make a decision that somebody wasn't happy with. It was definitely a lot of depression going on. But I also, like I said, I felt like her body was sore, and I felt like something was going on in her digestive system, her abdomen, in her stomach somewhere. In her stomach, I felt like something, something was going on. Also, the Empress, if I'm not mistaken, does she represent Taurus? She looks like a leaf. I think she represents Taurus, like Venus. So it could have been something that she took, because Taurus represents the second house, which represents the neck and the throat. So she definitely could have digested something. But we will see when everything comes out. I'm not going to say it's a suicide or a homicide, but I do see money, something that had to do with money. I do see somebody that she loved dearly, that she wasn't seeing eye to eye with, or they didn't agree with her ideas. And maybe what she wanted to do, or what she felt would put, like she would be away from the family a little bit. Like, it would be like a pause. Like, she wouldn't be able to be home as much with this decision that she made. But whatever the reason is, whatever the reason is, it was based on this big decision that she made. And she may feel like she could have done it before, and now she has a second chance at it. So she may feel like that. Like, I could have done this before, but the twins came, and then I couldn't do it. So now I'm going to do it. It could have been one of those. Like, I also see that she could have been pregnant, but she was like, I'm still going to go ahead. I'm still going to do it. It could have been that as well. I got a little feeling that her and Diddy probably got back together on the sly after Cassie had one had a little good night or whatever. And I don't know who the little Asian chick is that's putting out there, but I feel like their family dynamic that they put out there is not fully what it actually is. And I feel like Diddy does make sure that other shit stays private. And that's why it's not out there as much. But so that's what I see so far. Like I said, I really, really pray for her family. More will come out, and I will read more on it if it's necessary, or if I feel that, I should. But I want to thank everybody for watching the video, and I will see you soon.